Welcome to my channel. This is JC Rock and Metal Reviews. My name is John. Today I have a new album review by an alternative rock band called Placebo. The name of the album is Never Let Go, and released on March 25th, 2022. So in this video, I'm just going to talk about the songs, the album. I'll give a little history on the band. I'll give my final thoughts, my final score, and that will be it. So this is the first album in over 8 years. It's a follow-up to Loud Like Love from 2013. Now it's also the first album. They were a duo. Before they were a three-piece. But now there's only like two people, Brian Molko and Stefan Oldsal. I kind of wrote it here. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it correctly. And this is a band I actually remember them from like the late 90s. They had this album, called Without You I'm Nothing. This one came out in 1998, and they had a hit song called Pure Morning. Kind of goes like something like this, A friend in need's a friend indeed. A friend with weed is better. Something like that. This is a band, it's kind of like alternative rock, but it's a little like Nine Inch Nails, but with that industrial part, but it's kind of like goth, like The Cure. Kind of an alternative like Smashing Pumpkins, and there's also some influence from like David Bowie, and they're big David Bowie fans as well. It's alternative rock, it's industrial, a little bit of Britpop like that Oasis. It's a British band, by the way. It has some glam rock and some goth rock. Lyrically, they talk mostly about like drugs, both like the narcotic kind and the pharmaceutical kind. They talk a lot about LGBT issues, and they talk a lot about like mental health. And the lyrics are very interesting. Their songs are very catchy, and they kind of stick in your head. So there are 13 songs on this album. I'll go through them quickly. So the album opens with Forever Chemicals. This one has some like industrial drums. Kind of starts off. They talk about like mental health issues, and this one has more like a goth rock tone. I'm thinking like the Pixies or The Cure. And, the lyrics are really good. They say, it's so good when nothing matters. This is a pretty cool song that, kicks off the album. Then Beautiful Dreams. This was one of the singles. It's a really great song. It's more upbeat. It's more like poppy. It's a little more, there's a lot more melodies. It has that keyboard. And has those electronic beats and like the bass sound. Very catchy song, one of the singles. Actually, like this one a lot. And then the third song is called Hugz, Hugz. This is more of a heavy electronic, a little faster beat. It has that goth sound. A hug is just another way of hiding your face. A hug is just another way of hiding your face. These songs are so catchy. That's why I kind of remember them. Kind of has a little bit of that like Sonic Youth kind of like grunge or noise rock in it as well. Then Happy Birthday in the Sky, another one of the singles. This is more of like an alternative rock song because it has like that kind of like guitar chords. Very beautiful song, And there's the lyrics again dealing with mental health. There's one line, I want my medicine, something like that. Kind of like a grunge, kind of a noise rock. Then the Prodigal. This is more like a classical music, alternative pop. This one is more of like an orchestral sound. One of the lyrics, I'll return a better me. You'll see me. You'll see that sorrow set you free. Kind of like talk about like the prodigal son who's going to go away and return. I'm not really great at interpreting lyrics, but that's kind of what I got out of it. Then Surrounded by Spies. This is more of like a dark, industrial, gothic song. As that electronic, one of the lines, I gave my heart and I want it back. Surrounded by Spies is kind of that repetitive chorus. It's a really good song. Then Try Better Next Time. This is more of like an alt rock, has that guitar chords, maybe something like Weezer or something like that. They do that clean verse, then like the heavier chorus. And this is more of like a pop song. Then Sad White Reggae, which is not actually reggae at all. It's electronic pop, more of an upbeat tone, have some of those like fuzzy guitars in it. Then Twin Demons, more like alternative rock. Just want to hear that like Sonic Youth kind of sound again. A little like a faster beat, has some like noise rock. And again, talking about like mental health issues. Then Chemtrails. This one has like the electronic beat, the gothic rock sound, electronic sounds. Then I have like those like electronica, alternative rock. So they do mix it up a lot in this one. Then This Is What You Wanted. This is kind of like a piano ballad, but it does have that electronic beat and very like emotional lyrics. There's a lot of like feeling and like pain in this type of song. And then When's Missing, this is more of like an ambient type of song. I'm thinking of like those like later day Radiohead songs with like the electronic sounds, the keyboards. Towards the end of the song, they mix in some of that like alternative rock guitar in it. And it's a pretty cool song. And the last song on the album called Fix Yourself. This one has that like deep distorted bass, the nice melody, that like gothic sound, industrial drum beat. I think of like The Cure with this song. Again, talking about like mental health, my thoughts are not who I am. That's one of the lines. Go fix yourself instead of someone else. I really like the lyrics on this album. So that's all in conclusion. I definitely like this band a lot. I mean, this album as well. I don't always do this type of music. It's like this like industrial like pop and alternative, and I do like that genre. But this is a really good album. The songs are very catchy. They stick in your head. Usually I do album reviews and I'll like make some notes and I'll talk about them. But these are the songs I remember like a lot. And definitely I like this one a lot. I think it's a very strong album. I haven't listened to all of them. I went back to listen to some of their 90s stuff. But I think they have about 8 albums. So this is definitely a really good album. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. I know it's kind of a strong score, but I'm gonna give it that. It's a really good album, and I will be doing my top 10 albums of the first quarter of 2022, being January, February, March. I do have a feeling that this will make my top 10. So that is all. Let me know in the comments what you thought. And up next, I think the next couple of videos I'm going to do are more like metal, specifically like black metal, Abbat, and Cobain. I might do Animals as Leaders. That's like progressive and like instrumental. So that's it. Please remember, like, comment, subscribe, check out some of the other videos, and see you in the next one.